Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens all day, every day, with your host, Justin P. And my MVP, billion dollar co host, Miss Shannon Fitch. For the YouTube version, this is episode 165. For the YouTube version, it's season 3, episode 4. Right there below is the links to the audio version for those who can't watch live. And right underneath to that is myself, Shannon, and Dave's social media platforms. Like I say, every show I have it all platforms, including Threads, Snapchat, everything. Shannon has Facebook, IG, Twitter. Dave, Facebook and IG. He's working. Like I said, hopefully we'll see him sometime this week. But he's still part of the squad. Like him and Shannon, they're replacing him. So yeah, they no matter if they're busy or not, they not going nowhere. They be doing our recap. Shannon put together some pretty good topics. Today is how they basically narrate the show. So, without further ado, I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Shannon Fitch.
Well, before we get into the topics for today, I know you was at the game on Sunday, so can you tell us like what the energy was like with Flacco being there, former players, Ozzy being a legend? I heard they were supposed to do something special at halftime. So like, how was it on Sunday?
Oh, the vibes were great, Shannon. It was great. Like I said, all the legends were there. Well, not all of them. Ed Reed wasn't there that I didn't see, so I don't know if he was
I
busy. I
think
don't know.
I don't know. I think I saw he was there, but he might. I
I
don't know.
might have missed him, but I don't recall seeing him. I seen Ray, of course, J.O., J. Lou, Ray Rice, LeBron McClain. He got so much smaller. He look like a corner now. Vontae Leach, Anquan Bolden, Todd Heap, of course. They're plethora of
Hmm.
guys. The Abel Mutatalo did the pass for cash thing.
Yeah.
Um, Great vibe, man. Like I said, Oz and Newsom was there. Uh, they honored the '75 Colts team.
Mm.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, the vibes were great, man. It was great. The place was lit. So I had a great time, and then winning the game was even better in the fashion that we did. But yeah, it was overall the bank was rolling.
Yeah, that sounds like it was fun. So give me your good, bad, and ugly for week 2.
Good. Our defense played pretty well. You know, they did what they supposed to do. You playing for your team. You gotta pounce on 'em. Like I said, kill ahead with a sledgehammer. Didn't get as many sacks if I would like, but like I said, overall they played great. They gave up 17 points. Seven of it came off just luck, like how I did last week. The Bills, Lamar had that interception basically slipped through his hand. Cedric Tillman got it. We stopped the run pretty well. Got at the Flacco, got him off a spot. Nate got a pick. The offense started off a little slow because they were pitting back. Then once they got some breathing room, they started rolling. They stopped. They was committed to stopping the run, but Lamar ate them up in the air. So special teams was a lot better this week. They made a big play. So that's not too many penalties. The bad offensive line got to do a little better job blocking in the run game, especially Daniel Faalele. Because I know he's a tackle, really playing guard, but it might be time for this to wrap this experiment up and go ahead and just get a natural guard in there. I don't know how long Emory Jones is going to be out, well, whoever, but he's playing out of position.
Hmm.
So yeah, he might need to go in and just be a backup tackle and just let somebody else play guard. Man, he ain't doing bad, but he's not doing good either. So it's in the middle. Um, not a whole lot of bad. Ugly. All I can say ugly is Todd Monken fourth. Todd Monken not running Derrick Henry in the 1 yard line. That's about it. That's all. Dang, that's just me nitpicking. But that's it. Wasn't a whole lot of ugly, honestly.
Yeah. I pretty much agree with you. I felt like the good was all phases. Like we know what happened with the offense and how it started, but once they got going, they were doing their thing. The defense was doing their thing. Special teams, I mean, like you can't even tell the story of that game without saying something from every phase of the team. So for me, that's why I say all three phases of the team. Um, the bad, a slow start, like you said, the run game, like that was an issue. Um, Also giving credit to the Browns, like they were, like you said, they that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to stop the run, and they did that. We couldn't run the ball at all. Like it didn't matter what they did. And like you, I don't have an ugly. I agree. Like he probably should have ran. No, he should have ran Derrick Henry in that situation. But I don't have an ugly this week. Like it really wasn't too much to really, come down on him about when you look at it overall. So that's my good, bad, and not an ugly this week.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to the coaches and player grades. So what grade did you give Harbaugh?
He get an A plus. He looked like he cleaned up some things. We saw Mortez Walker, so I'm sure that was his doing. Tylen
Hmm.
Wallace. I still want to see some Keaton Mitchell. That's Justice Hill, more Keaton Mitchell. I'm gonna keep preaching that. I don't care. So I got one of them. I need another one because we need both of those speed demons in the offense. That's just gonna make the offense even more indefensible. Uh, yeah. So you get A plus. Special teams got cleaned up a lot. So yeah,
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing you complain about. You gonna blame them when something go bad. You got to give them the credit when it's going good. Like I said, outside of that offensive slow start, like the team played good for real. Like there's nothing you can complain about. So John Harbaugh gets an A plus from me. And what grade did you give Todd Monken?
I get an A. Like I said, mainly because he didn't run the ball on the goal line, which could have bit us in the ass, but it didn't. But overall, he called a hell of a game. Minus that sequence, but put up back to back 40 points. If you want to take away seven for the defense because they scored, that's fine. That's you put up 34 points. So in 2 games, he's averaging 37 points. It's probably
Hmm.
tops in the league. I'm sure it is. The Lions might probably be right there because they dropped 55. Well, even then with the 55, 'cause they only put up 10 points against Green Bay, so that's still like 30. We still in front of them by a few points. So I know for sure we're top two in scoring right now. And
Hmm.
like I said, that's Monkey. He putting up the numbers. So yeah, he doing a good job. So, but that's just me nitpicking. So you get an A.
Yeah, I gave him an A as well. Like I said, the run game wasn't there, but that's not, no fault of his own. Like you said, if you want to talk about him not giving it to Derrick Henry in that situation, we can talk about that. But overall, I think he called a good game. Like he wasn't afraid to let Lamar be Lamar, and like a lot of that paid off in the passing game. So he
Yeah,
gets an A. And what grade did you give Zach Orr?
give him an A minus. Overall, good job. Still gotta get more pressure. Still gotta get more pressure. We had 2 sacks, but it should have been more because Joe Flacco was rolling out, rolling out. So but overall, and then make up your mind who you want up at middle linebacker. Like Jody Buchanan Trenton, I'm sure he's gonna probably do both of them. Man, noise hurt. Our DBs look pretty good, and they had a pick. So yeah, I give him an A minus.
I give him an A. I feel like it was a big turnaround from last week. As far as like last week, a lot of what you was talking about was a scheme. I haven't heard you mention that, so obviously something got cleaned up there. Um, and realistically, I think injuries also are playing a part in what happened as far as lack of pressure and things like that. And we can get into that more when we talk about like the linebackers and things. But we were surprised at some of the inactives. If you want to talk about that with Harbaugh, like I was surprised at some of the inactives. We talked about me and you talked about that, like Keith Mitchell. Like why is he still not active? Why was Ajabo? Why is he not? Why was he not active? And then when you don't have him active, then Van Noy gets hurt, and then now what? So now you got Trenton Simpson over here, and you know what I mean. Like it's a trickle down effect when people get hurt like that. Um, but I give them an A. I feel like overall the defense was good. They played well. They were dominant, and you're not going to play like that if your coach don't have you prepared for the week. So I give them an A.
Yes, that's a good grade.
What grade did you give Lamar?
A plus. A plus. No turnovers, no fumbles, no bad snaps, no. I mean, you're not gonna complete all your passes. Like it's just never gonna
Mhm.
happen. You might see that once or twice in a blue moon. 19 to 29, like 70%. Yeah, so A plus.
I gave him an A plus as well. Um, Lamar played a great game, you know, and that just also shows the maturation in his game itself because it could have been a time where if you stopped the run and he couldn't run, then you didn't respect him in a passing game either, and then the offense was stifled. But now teams have to respect the passing, and every week, every year, he does something to show you like you have to respect it. So they really stopped the run. We couldn't run the ball, but it didn't matter because Lamar was airing it out. And what grade did you give the running backs?
C plus. Browns defense was tough, but they had more grinded out yards on the ground to keep like the drives going. Like I mean, Browns defense came to play while stopping the run. So C plus.
I gave them a D. Definitely props to the Browns. They had a game plan, they executed it. But still, you got Derrick Henry combined. Him and Hill, they had like 30 yards. No touchdowns between the group, a fumble, which he needs to hold on to the ball. That was more like a punch out, but nonetheless, it was a fumble. But I give him a D. They really didn't contribute anything to this week.
Yeah, this was a week for the passing attack.
Yeah. And that's okay. Like sometimes, it's going to be like that. Like you
Yeah,
say,
for
they get
sure.
paid on the other side too.
hmm
And what grade did you give the offensive line?
I give him an A. Like I said, still some missed blocks here and there in the run game. So, but overall, A.
And I gave him a B, just because of you couldn't get no push up front, like the run game, all of that starts up front. You couldn't do anything to counter what they were doing, but outside of that, you know, they were good. So I give him a B.
Yeah, I give him because Miles he's the best player in his position, so he's going to make his
Oh,
plays,
definitely.
and then that's going to help other guys get one-on-ones and stuff. So I'm giving him some grace because, like I said, and if it was somebody else like not as good as him, then it would have been like a B. Because Lamar don't throw 4 touchdowns if he don't got time to throw the ball. So I'm giving him some grace, but who they going against?
And what grade did you give the wide receivers and tight ends?
A plus. A plus. I mean, 4 touchdowns. And if somebody was to told me, hey, you Margot threw 4 touchdowns and not how much is Zay Bateman, Andrews, you'd have been like, ain't no way. And
Yeah,
he panned out. Taz got two, D Hot one, and Tyler White, which is going to make the offense now better because now them guys got confidence. So now when teams say, oh, we're going to take away Zay and Bateman
hmm
and all Andrews, then nah, dog, them other guys are stepping up. Then you still got likely Gary come back, and then
hmm
wait till we implement LaJohn Weston for a few snaps. So
yeah,
it's just gonna make it's making the offense, like I said, damn near indefensible. Cause now everybody's getting involved.
yeah. I agree. A plus for everything you just said. I don't even know what else to add to that. I mean, they had a day. Like and Walker. It's like every time he just touched the ball, it's a touchdown. You know what I mean? So it's like definitely
Toy Smith 2.0.
that's what they said. That's what they compared them to. But yeah, they had a great day. All right, let's move over to the defense. What grade did you give the defensive line?
I give him an A. Still, like I said, gotta generate a little bit more pressure. 'Cause Flacco did at times bought time with his feet, which I was like, wow, really? But like I said, they stopped the run, they pushed the pocket a little bit. We just gotta get quarterbacks on the ground a little bit more. So hey,
I gave him an A as well. For the same reasons you just said. Like it really wasn't too much that they didn't do. That was like something you can complain about. I think they had two sacks up front, right? Metabike and I forgot who else got a sack. They had two sacks, I
Tavius
think.
Robinson.
Okay, right. So yeah, I give him an A. I think they had a good enough day. Like it wasn't nothing to complain about as far as they're concerned. And for me, more pressure is going to come with we're missing it from the next group of guys we're going to talk about. What grade do you give the linebackers?
Hey, because Roquan played outside his mind. Ray talked and told him, got him fired up, and he went out there and balled out. 15 tackles, a scoop, a score. It was all over the place, man. That's the Roquan everybody was wanting to see.
Hmm
So yeah, he looks more lean and in shape. Hunt Buchanan played pretty well. Tavis Robinson balled out, 5 tackles, a sack. Mike Green was getting pressure. Trenton did pretty good doing double duty, playing outside linebacker and middle. He made a couple tackles. Um, the old way, like I said, he did okay. He had a few tackles, but I just need a little bit more out of him. So did Calvin Noy before he got hurt. So I'll give him an
hmm
A as a collective group.
I give him an A plus, and the plus is because of Roquan Smith. I feel like he might have heard the chatter. Like it was a lot being said about him. People starting to date back to years previous and things like that. I think that might have been arguably his best game as a Raven. Like just thinking about how dominant he was from tackling to, and it's like everything. Like that might have been his best game as a Raven. So I give them an A+, and he's the reason for the plus.
Yeah, he balled outside his mind.
Yeah. What grade did you give the DBs?
Hey, hey, like gave it one the touchdown pass. That it's not even a touchdown pass. It was just fucking luck. Like Marlon broke on the ball, and then Dylan Gabriel. I didn't even see that shit because we left out the stadium trying to beat the traffic being wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly threw a touchdown in Dylan's hands. Like that's garbage time. So they gave up under 300 yards rushing, and they got an interception. A+.
Yeah. I give him an A. The Tillman touchdown, it was more of a tip situation. It wasn't like somebody gave something up. Otherwise they had a day back there.
Yeah, all Marlon gotta do was just put it like it was just that's some blooper
Just
shit. Marlon, it was
yeah.
is Marlon was had the ball. It ain't like the ball went past everybody. Nobody made the FA quarter. Then yeah, but like I said, I'm not gonna penalize them for that. That's a no. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
no,
not gonna
not at
touch
all. So I give them an A. And I'm sorry,
it.
but sorry to hear that
I'm
Mullen
I'm
got hurt.
curious. I'm curious to know why they didn't get an A+. I'm just we're playing games
Oh,
there.
well, for me, I thought about last week. Like last week, it was a situation with a tip ball and stuff like that too, and the Bills scored. And they had the same thing
I'm
happen
saying
this
that
week.
I'm saying that contribute to the not getting A+.
Yeah, yeah, but you just right. I was thinking about the whole thing, like because you don't
Yeah,
want to make. Well, I don't want to. Part of the reason why you keep losing in big game situations is because you keep doing the same thing. So I wouldn't want to see that happen 2 weeks in a row. Like I don't want to see it happen against the Lions next week. Like
some of that
that's a
stuff
freebie.
like
But
that. That's kind of hard. That's just
hard
things
to
like that
what?
happen. That just happens. It's luck.
I mean,
That's just
I'm
luck.
not. What's wrong with the A? I
Because
ain't
they
say it.
didn't really. I mean,
I
it's
said
a
they
good
gave up a
grade.
touchdown, but really wasn't nothing but a tip. Like,
Yeah, but then we got the interception. I feel like he balanced that out. That's just my
oh yeah,
opinion.
I
So
mean,
that's why I say
Wiggins
I
did
ain't.
his thing, and we
I
called
mean,
that. We said he was gonna get
I
an
ain't.
interception. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
ain't. Marlon was just only had to do was just get like they played a hell of a game, man. And like I said, despite having guys down in the edge rush department, they didn't. Jerry Judy got that one little bullshit catch, but it happens. He get paid, so yeah, I feel you.
all right. So again, for our newest segment, who's getting
Oh
the
yeah, they
game
get.
ball?
You ain't doing special teams.
Oh, I'm sorry, special teams. What grade you give them?
A+. They sparked everything, block punt, and a couple good returns from LeJohn Weston, Tyler Miles, A+.
Same thing. I felt like it was like that's why earlier when I said all three phases were the good is because special teams played their part. So same A+. All right, so on to our newest topic segment of this week's episode: game ball or game balls. Who you giving a game ball to?
And I always stay with more than one.
Hmm.
Ball. Nate Wiggins for sure, big pick. Jake Hummel, big play on special teams. Uh, Tylen Wallace, Taz Walker, DeAndre Hopkins, and of course Lamar Jackson. Oh, and Roquan Smith.
All right. Um, I'm giving a game ball to Roquan. They said that him and Van Noy had like a dinner or something with all the guys, and they talked about whatever they talked about.
Yeah,
I feel like it did justice because I felt like they were all clicking on all cylinders. Like the defense was dominant, probably
yeah,
best shown we've had in a while. Just how much the turnovers and how dominant they were. That was an amazing day, and that starts with them. And that's the leadership we've kind of needed with this team. Like I've talked about that. Outside of a coach, who's the one that's going to step up and get guys together? And I think that was a step in the right direction with them. Not just being action, not just being talk, but action too.
yeah.
Like you said, Tez Walker, 2 touchdowns. D Hop he made big plays we've been missing. And Nate Wiggins, like I said earlier, we said he was going to get an interception, and he did. So yeah, they get my game balls.
Okay.
All right. So on to some topics. What did you think of Adam Shefter reporting that the Ravens wanted to draft Shedeur Sanders in the fifth round?
I was like, I was like, why bring that out now? What was the point? Like, I just didn't get it. I mean, because like I said, he said he want to come in because he wanted to play soon, and he's absolutely right. Only way he's gonna play if eight get hurt. So yeah, I mean, it would have been nice. 'Cause I even I thought about it at one point in time. I was like, nah, I don't know if he won't want to. Like, he's gonna be a career backup here, so he's better off going somewhere where he at least have a chance to play, like New Orleans, Green Bay.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, not Green. I'm sorry, New Orleans, Cleveland, uh, the
The
Raiders.
Raiders,
Yeah, the Rams. Stafford may retire to this year. He said he don't want to play too long. He don't want to be with his family. So,
the Steelers,
Pittsburgh. 'Cause Aaron Rodgers
right,
is one hit away from probably saying fuck this shit every time.
right,
Yeah, so like those teams like that we can at least play right, play soon. Here you're not gonna play at all. Like I said, let's say you get hurt. So
hmm
like I said, it's just satire information, something to report. That's all. And I love me some Shefster, but yeah, it's just
yeah.
satire.
So you don't believe it?
I'm not saying it wasn't true, but it's just like, what's the point? Like, we got our
Yeah,
backup quarterback. You're just gonna be a backup here.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the first question everybody should wonder is like, why now? Like, you could have said this back after the draft happened and
In
let it have been
April,
what?
or right
Yeah,
at the
like
minicamp, but you wait till week
the week that we
two,
playing them
week
to say
three,
that.
like yeah, like
Yeah, like
come on.
so. Either way, who only people who would know that would be the Ravens and him, right? So it's
Right.
like I think for me, when I heard it, after getting past the point of why now, I was surprised to hear that he turned the Ravens down because I'm like, if you waited until whatever day three of the draft, I don't know what day draft, what round the fifth round falls on, but
Yeah,
you
it's
in the
day
fifth,
three. It's still only three
so
days.
you in the fifth round now, and the Ravens call and say they want to draft you, right? One thing I always say is where you go is just as important of as when you go. So like sometimes going to better situations can be more beneficial for you. So I was just surprised to hear that while he's in the fifth round waiting to be called, he said, "No, I don't want to go to the Ravens because I want to start now." But who was to say anybody was going to draft you at that point because nobody had drafted you? So I think I was just surprised that he said no. But do I understand that his logic was I want to go somewhere where I can start now? Yeah, I understand it. I do. I do. I was just more or less surprised. Like I didn't know people in that situation they do. I didn't know they did that. Like I know undrafted rookies will say yes
Yeah,
to a team
they
or no
got.
to a team, but I didn't know guys. I just thought if somebody called you, you're gonna be like, heck yeah, like you want to get drafted kind of thing. But overall, I get the point.
I was just going to say the same thing. You just took the words out of my mouth. Like you supposed to just go. I know first rounders have done that. Of course, we all know that, but fifth rounders, like bro. But anyway,
Yeah. So talked about Van Noy going out. We talked about lack of pass rush. Do you think that the Ravens should look to trade for a pass rusher, and if so, who?
oh, absolutely. First they should try to market. I don't know. Got Preston Smith as available, played for Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Shaq Barry, I love that kid to death. Coach with his father, good guy. Played against him, Power One, a great player. So, and he's a hometown kid. Like, why not bring him here? Check, see what he's got. Like you said, Clowney was out there. We didn't get him. So Darius Smith, we didn't get him. I know it's still bad blood with the reneging of the deal thing, but sometimes you gotta put bullshit like that to the side. Like, we didn't kill nobody or nothing like that. Little, that's
hmm
you know. But yeah, we definitely can say because one, and then like you said, Jabo will hopefully, I'm sure he'll be active now. He better be. But the Giants is the only team I know that is in a position to part ways with pass rush because they have three of them. Abdul
mm
Carter just got drafted. He's not going nowhere. So it's either Brian Burns or Kayvon Thibodeau. So if I had to put on my giant, put on, like act like a Giant fan for a second, I'm sure Kayvon Thibodeau will be the one that go because Brian Burns is still being productive. So Kayvon
mm
Thibodeau, and he's coming up on that 50 option and all that. He'll be the one to go. But sometimes a change
mm
of scenery is needed because he just had 11 and a half, 12 sacks the year before last. So
hmm
and he's young, so I'll try to trade for Kayvon Thibodeau.
That's a good one.
Man,
I didn't even think about him. I,
yeah,
I just was
because
thinking that. I didn't even think about the Giants because I was like, they might not want
Yeah,
to part with those guys, but
they got three
you
of them.
just
You ain't gonna be able to keep three of them. It's just
yeah. I mean, you just made a good point. Contract wise, you just made a good point.
yeah,
Um, so I said trading wise, depending on how it works out with the Dolphins and their record. Like Judon is somebody you could trade for, and it might not cost you a
yeah,
lot.
yeah,
That's somebody
yeah,
that you're familiar with,
yeah, yeah,
and he's familiar with you. You feel like he would be fine to just plug and play and do what we need him to do. Outside of the other guys you named, I was thinking about guys who are also free agents that also played here. Yannick and Bowser, they're both still
yeah,
free agents too. Um, and then I also saw that we brought back Ham. He's on a practice squad now.
yeah,
But I still think even with bringing him on a practice squad, they could bring somebody else in.
yeah,
Because I don't know how long Van Noy is going to be out, and he's older. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah.
you don't want to rush him back. So I do think that they should make a trade or at least pick up a free agent.
Or if not, but Trenton Simpson going to be rushing the passer, which we'll see how they go. Didn't look too bad because he got that speed. So, and that's what he did at Clemson. Clemson, and
Mhm.
him and Isaiah Simmons are basically going through the same thing. They play so many
Mhm.
positions in college, they can't hone on one. Like so if we guys,
Well, that's not
cause
a
they got,
bad. That's not a bad thing, especially when we was in need on Sunday.
yeah,
So
yeah, he did pretty good too.
yeah.
So yeah, so he might have got saved by the bell for us. I'm getting some playing time. So yeah, 'cause it looked like he was gonna ride the hoop once Teddy came there, but like
He's
I
been
said,
playing
that.
well. He's been playing real good too.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like I said, I'm a so is the Browns, so I'm not gonna go overdo it, but he did what he's supposed to do Sunday. Now he come back play good against the Browns, and then we against the Lions, and Texans, and Chiefs. I'm sold. Feel me? Like I said, when you
Yeah.
play against lesser competition, a lot of people gonna look good. Now let's see what you do with Jameer Gibbs and golf. You know what I'm saying? So somebody that's just as talented. That's why I said that Sunday that was expected for the most part. Another guy, like you said, the Dolphins, Bradley Chubb. They actually
Mm.
wanted to get Mark Andrews when they traded Johnu Smith, but by likely being hurt, that's what
Mhm.
kept him around. Because like I said, I would have loved to have Bradley Chubb. I'm just being around. Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, because they got Chad Robinson there. So like I said, that's another thing that has a couple pass rushers they could part with.
Who?
Uh, the Dolphins, they got about four or
Oh.
five guys. I'm trying to think who else. The Patriots probably. They got Harold Landry. Uh, Saints, if they have a bad year, try to get Chase Young. He already on the contract. You can restructure it, make it work for you.
What has he
Uh,
done lately?
he been making plays. They paid him every sign. He been doing pretty good.
Mm.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's a few slight guys out there you can trade for. So, trying to think who else. I don't know. Shit. Frank Clark might still be out there. Never know. I don't know. Huh. But yeah, yeah, definitely. So just one of those guys right there is a trade because definitely because you need more depth. And then let Mike Green start too. Like, let him. He can't get better sitting on the bench. Let him start. And he's was doing pretty
Yeah.
good. Let him and always start. We'll take Tavis Robinson. We'll make Jabo active. Like I said, use Malik there and then some inside if you got to. I'm Trenton. Use him there, like it's an extra body. Like I said, and bring up some of you guys on the practice squad. You got Malik Ham, you got Kamal
Mhm.
Rucker, who's a 12 sack guy, North Carolina. So just figure it out.
Yeah. Well, you kind of just mentioned our next topic a little bit, but do you think that Mark Andrews is still carrying the weight of the playoff loss?
Absolutely. Look at his numbers. He ain't they like he's not trusted. They don't trust him no more like that. He got to earn back the trust. He has to earn back the trust. The bad playoff game, and you just wouldn't powered it and took your ball and went home.
Hmm.
And your quarterback sat there. You just basically you left your quarterback hung out the drive on the field and off the field because you just you don't think he gonna get more scrutiny than you.
Right.
They're gonna probably talk about you for a quick second, then back to them all like you really like do you that was like he really like people looked at him a whole different way, and rightfully so. I get it. He's been great for us overall. He's been our best receiver up until this point. But like I said, he gets the Gibbs in the playoffs. Remember, everybody Lamar this, Lamar that in playoffs. Nobody talk about Mark Andrews, 0 touchdowns in the playoffs.
Hmm.
Like that should be alarming. He's the top 5 tight end in the league. Like, damn,
And I didn't even
you
realize that till last year when they were saying it. I'm like, what?
I've been knew it, but like I said, people just ain't paying no mind 'cause they were too busy ragging Lamar. I've been people. I said, yo, not the same tight end in the postseason. But yeah, he's
That's
definitely fair. Like I
crazy.
said, he got to earn the trust. That's why he ain't getting the targets. Lamar he went to him Sunday. He gets the ball knocked out. Luckily, the lead was be what it is. Like I said, he gonna have to have one of them classic Mark Andrews games. Like Sunday,
Hmm.
Monday gonna be the perfect game for it because they're gonna be
Yeah.
keying on everybody else. If he go out there and make some big catches, then he'll slowly earn the trust back. But like I said, man, like I said, I don't really trust him as much as they used to.
Yeah, I agree. I think something's weighing on him, and that's the only thing that we know of that,
Yeah.
of the recent thing for him. And being like that is not helping us at all. I feel like they went in this week, and we talked about this. I think they went in this week wanting to get him involved. I mean, he played the highest offensive snaps of any offensive player, and he only caught like one pass and had like 2 yards. And then like you said, you get in the end zone. That just reminded me of Lee Evans all over again. Like, hold on to the ball. Like, I just, I don't know, I don't know. Um, but I feel bad because I feel like you said, he's been so great for us. But sorry to say, I think that he's playing his way out of Baltimore. Like I really do think that we talk about trading for a player. Like I could see him being included in a trade for a player. If you're going to be getting a guy in return, like you said, one of the guys from the Giants or something like that, I can just see it happening because I don't know, and maybe he needs to go somewhere else, fresh scenery. I don't know, but
Oh, Russell Wilson, I love him.
man, I don't know. I think that playoff loss just did something to him.
Yeah,
We'll
it
see. Like
might
you said, this is the perfect week to come have a coming out party, but I don't know, man. He ain't
because
looked like
not
himself the
in
past two
about a
weeks
week, in about a week or two, he might not get on the field at all. You know why I say that?
because of likely, and then that makes
So
it even easier to trade for him because then you don't lose him for nothing.
exactly, so, yeah. We
You
and the
know.
Giants say, hey, give us Andrews and like a third, you could take Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm packing my bags myself. I'm a big fella. It was fun, but man, you with a Super Bowl champion now. Go coach passes from Russell Wilson. You could be the modern day Mark Bravo, like the Giants tight end back in the day. Wore the same number, 89.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll help
But I,
Malik
but
Davis
I'm
out.
that but I'm not saying that to trade him. It's just he something's up, So
If
we'll
you're not,
see.
what's the old saying, Shannon? If you're not helping, you're what?
Hurting, yeah.
So yeah. Well, that's it for today's show. Recaps and that. Well, last week's a little long. We had to, we was venting that to get some shit off my chest. This week, we beat the snot out of a team we supposed to beat the snot out. So, like I said, like when you made your post, we gotta see it against the better offenses. We
Hmm.
have to, because all teams are gonna say, yeah, it's the Cleveland Browns. They already saying it now. They giving, they they like this is what we're supposed to do. Now, right? You're supposed to
Hmm.
stop the shit out teams like that. If you're a Super Bowl caliber team, you're supposed to do that. Granted, yes, they division, whatever, but you're supposed to do that. So now we go up there and hold on. If we beat the Lions like we did in 2023, we beat them what 39-6. I doubt that happens, but I'm saying we put something like that, like beat them convincingly. Then people, are, all right, cool, okay, and the Ravens back on
Hmm.
track. But we'll talk more about that Thursday. I mean, well, tomorrow for Shannon. Like I said, Shannon great hit. Viva Las Vegas!
Hmm.
Go to a Raider game while you're there.
Are they playing? They gonna be home?
You you check. Hey, you gonna be okay? Check. I know they playing in DC this week. I think.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll have it on wherever you at.
yeah.
When you come
I'll go
back.
out. I probably have to go out to watch the Ravens game.
Yeah. Where you go at? Where you come back?
Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Depending on what time you come back, we should be able to do a show from now. We'll do Wednesday. All right, everybody. That's it. Have an amazing Tuesday night. We'll be back here tomorrow. Do our preview. You know, go ahead, Shannon.
The only thing I'm gonna say is that I think the next 2 weeks are gonna be real interesting, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, put up or shut up now. This is probably the easiest game we're gonna have in a good little while until we probably
Hmm.
play the Jets or the Bears from a record standpoint. So yeah, we either gonna be we either gonna win this game or we gonna be looking like damn, we might have the top five pick.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go with the latter. We're gonna win these games, and because like I said, to get to the Super Bowl,
we
you
at
gotta
least
get
need to.
tested.
If we don't, we at least need to split. If we not gonna win both.
I don't even want to split. Cause that'll put us at what fucking 3-3.
No,
Nah.
I just don't want to be 1-3 after these next two games. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
nah,
If
I don't want to split. I want to be four. I want to be 3-1.
oh, I want to beat
Put
them too. Definitely want to go
yeah,
2-0.
I'm gonna put that in the air. But yeah, like I said, y'all have a good night. Be careful there. It's raining a little bit. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all trade, talk Ravens out all day, every day. I'm your host, Justin P. And my MVP being our co-host, Miss Shannon Finch. We love y'all guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Same bad time, bad channel. Yeah.
Good night. Bye, Justin.